Hi, welcome back. We saw at the end of the last video how all of the bouncing actors that were spawning within the volume just get placed directly into the level. So what we want to do now is nested them under the actual spawn volume. So they are children of the spawn volume. So let's do that real quick. Go back into our blueprint. Remember that when event begin plays call, we set in motion this timer by event that loops and calls the spawn actor every 0.1 seconds. And here we are basically randomly finding a location within the spawn volume, and if there is no collision with a sphere, another actor that is already there, then we spawn at that location. So now what we do here, we're gonna pull a attach to actor function, and we're gonna have this actor that we just spawned attach it to the to our spawn volume, right? So get reference to self. Yep, that one. And we are not gonna set any of the other parameters just yet. Okay, so we go back into our level and we put right hand side here in the wall outliner, all of the spheres that we are spawning dynamically are being placed under the spawn volume actor, so they are its children. Okay, so if you eject here and we select the spawn volume and we move it around, you see how things are getting spawned in other locations, right? Now, they get spawned in different locations, but you see how the spheres didn't follow the parent, right? So that means that we need to investigate some of the settings that we have here when we attach to the actor, right? For example, everything is set here relative. The scale should be keep to the wall. So if we scale the spawn volume, we don't scale the spheres as well. All right. The position that which we in the rotation right now, we're going to leave them like they are. Right now, but the next thing that we want to do is destroy them, right? We are not destroying anything, but what happens if we get rid of the spawn volume? What happens to all of the boxes that are nested under it, right? So if we go into our level editor here, let's say open level editor, we're going to do something similar to what we did before. We're going to create an event, keyboard and T, and we're going to connect this as before to a flip-flop. And when we first call this flip-flop, what we're going to do is spawn a actor from class. And we're going to spawn here an actor of time spawn volume. Okay, and the location, we're going to create here a vector. And we're going to spawn it, we're going to spawn it as 0, 0. We're going to try it at that location. We may have to change it. And again, this is going to be converted into a transform. So we go from a vector into a transform, right? So now we'll go to the level. We're going to, what was the position here? Let's copy this. Is 206.62, 206.62. So 206.62. Okay, let's do that. So we know that it goes in the same place. So remove this guy from here. The other here we have to keep a reference to this spawn volume. So let's call this a spawn volume. And as we did before, when we press this other key, we do this destroy actor, right? And we are going to bring a reference here to the spawn volume. And to clean it up, we're going to get rid of this variable that we don't need anymore. All right, so if we play, now when we press T, you have that volume there. And if we eject, here we see that the bouncing actors that being added are under the spawn volume, right? So if we go back, when we press T, we see that the spawn volume is disappeared, so there is no more spawning anymore. we don't see it here in the wall liner, but all of his children have now been placed directly under the level. The parent has disappeared, but the children have not been destroyed as a result, right? So what we might want to do is here in the spawn volume handle the event destroyed, right? And as a response to the spawn volume being destroyed when we press the T key, we may want to destroy all of his children as well. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna get here reference to self, and then here we're gonna get all of his children, all of the attached actors, that all of the children basically. Okay, now we need to set an array, and we need to connect these to the event destroy. So we are storing all of the attached actors into this array, and now we're going to loop. We're going to say for each loop I'm not sure. Let's array. I'm not sure if I'm using the right thing. Copy array or get a copy. Yeah, I think this is what we need. No, we need to promote this to a variable. Sorry, that's how you do it. Promote to variable, and we call this variable attached actors. Sorry for the confusion. Now we have all of the attached actors into an array. So we put this as the input to that guy, and this guy needs to be connected to the event destroyed, to the execution. Now for each iteration of this loop, we take the output here and we're gonna do destroy actor, as we've done before, right? So connect it here. Just to make things a little cleaner, this might be too OCD, but you can go here and do the alignment. Whoops, what was that? No. Select these four guys, go alignment, and then straighten connections. There you go. So compile it, run it. Now looking at the wall outliner again, you press T, so this spawns the spawn volume, where we randomly spawn the spheres, right? And now if you look at the right hand side here on the wall outliner, you see how we keep adding, as long as we find an empty space, we keep adding actors to our spawn volume. And when we press, we go back here and we press T, the spawn volume is gonna disappear, and so do all of his children. Okay, so this is it for this tutorial. We learned how to spawn randomly elements within a volume, and when that volume gets destroyed, all of his children that have been attached to it are destroyed as well here. All right. See you in the next tutorial, where we'll talk about how to use some of the parameters that we have here, like this location rule, rotation rule, and scale rule, to have them move or rotate with the parent. Bye.